You are now about to get into the Script Talk podcast. Let's get it.
I rep ENT. I rep ENT. I rep ENT. A-Star. I rep ENT.
Tryna save a fam from the lake of fire. Tryna save my friends from the lake of fire. Tryna save you from the lake of fire. Junior, how are you saying fire? Tryna save my fam from the lake of fire. Tryna save my friends from the lake of fire. Tryna save you from the lake of fire.
A-Star.
Junior, how are you
Trying to save the fam from the flames and lake of fire. There's literally nobody, just little Ezariah. Took heed from Jeremiah, Ezra Hezekiah, Samuel Nehemiah. I'm leaning on the rock, just how they killed Zechariah. Sovereign is the king and our savior is the sire. To join your house side, we do invite you. They conquered and divide us. Sold us in the bondage, used to buy us. With piracy, they buy us. Stole us from our climates, infected us with virus. They keep us at the bottom to incarcerate the highest. They profit as they plotting our demises, dividing up the pie crystal. Wam Yasharal and Yahoo to our highness, the highest.
Tryna save the fam from the lake of fire. Tryna save my friends from the lake of fire. Tryna save you from the lake of fire. Junior, how are you saying fire? Tryna save my fam from the lake of fire. Tryna save my friends from the lake of fire. Tryna save you from the lake of fire.
A-Star. I rep ENT. That's I rep ENT.
You can lead a horse to the water, can't make it drink. No, you can't. I can give you all the information. I can't make you think. Tell me if you peep how the wicked kill the weak. Cry about the cops, kill your own bruh in the streets. Broadway, they there on Sunday. Tickets to hell, they just waiting in the runway. Gunplay, lot of dirty things, grimy schemes. Yeah, how was shy? Only one can redeem. Got a thirst after righteousness like a fiend. Then dipped in his blood, made clean. Yahadim.
Tryna save the fam from the lake of fire. Tryna save my friends from the lake of fire. Tryna save you from the lake of fire. Junior, how are you saying fire? Tryna save my fam from the lake of fire. Tryna save my friends from the lake of fire. Tryna save you from the lake of fire.
A-Star.
Junior, how are you saying
I
fire?
rep ENT.
Truth Music Radio is the #1 hottest source of truth music. Come see what all the fuss is about. Every Sunday from 6 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, Zebediah Boaz will be bringing y'all evening meditation. Mondays from 7 to 9 p.m. DJ Taz Stewart will be on the ones and twos. Thursdays from 6 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, Moshe Yehuda will bring you truth music, scripts, and world events. Wednesday from 5 to 7, your sister, Ray Chantel, will be bringing you Sister Talk every Wednesday. Every Friday, tap in to Truth, Love, and Redemption with Dimitri Milligan from 6 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And don't forget about me, your op, Brandon Lewis, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m. We'll be bringing you the Script Talk podcast, all on Truth Music Radio. The Z is for Zion, powered by the Most High, J Shields Promotions, RayGraphics.com, and Yasharala Nation. Zion, spread the message. Download the app for free for Apple devices and Android. Shalom.
It's your Ock Judah Black, and you're tuned into Truth Music.
It's Truth Music Radio. Music with a Z, cause the Z is for Zion. Let's get it.
I give you honor, I give you praise, I give you everything that you deserve. I give you honor, I give you praise, I give you everything that you deserve. I give you everything, I give you everything, I give you everything, I give you everything, everything. I give you me with all my heart and soul, with all my strength and with all my mind. Give us day by day my daily bread. I will obey because your word is true. Oh, oh, Holy, Holy Spirit, Spirit, I call on you, fill me up inside, come and take over me, yeah. Open up my eyes to see, for yours be the glory, oh yeah, what a wonderful story, oh yeah, you're so glorious, you're merciful, you're marvelous. That's why I give you honor. Give you honor. I give you praise. Give you praise. I give you everything. Everything that you deserve. That you deserve. I give you honor. Give you honor. I give you praise. Give you praise. I give you everything that you deserve. That you deserve. I give you everything, everything, everything. 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 I give you honor, I give you praise, I give you every single thing that you deserve. I give you honor, I give you praise, I give you every single thing that you deserve. I give you honor, I give you praise, I give you every single thing that I give you honor, I give you praise, I give you every single thing that you deserve. I give you honor, I give you praise, I give you every single thing that you deserve. I give you honor, I give you praise, I give you every single thing that you deserve. I wanna know you. I wanna know you. Oh, I wanna know you. I wanna know you. I wanna know, get closer to you. I wanna know, 'cause you're the creator. Oh, oh, King of kings. Wanna know, everlasting. Wanna know you. You're excellent. Wanna know, your greatness is unsearchable. Oh, wanna know Yahweh is righteous. Wanna know, name above all names. Wanna know, so I will exalt him. Know you. You're Alpha and Omega. Yeah, you are mighty. The glory and the honor, it belongs to you. The beginning and the end. Yeah, you are mighty. The glory and the honor, it belongs to you. I wanna know 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 you. Wanna know you. I wanna know you. Wanna know you. Wanna know you. Wanna know you. Wanna know you.
All right. Listen, man, for those of you joining me on Facebook, YouTube, I want you to hit that like button. I want you to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I want you to comment, say shalom, shalom, what it do, be Lou. I want you to quit being stingy with your likes and your comments, man. It don't cost you nothing. It ain't gonna cost you nothing at all. Hit that like button. Boost the algorithm. Don't rob your brother of his likes and his subscriptions.
Shalom to the brethren. It's Yag B. Lou. And we're back. We're back in this thing. Script Talk Podcast. Hold on, I got the wrong background. For those of you joining me virtually, got the wrong background in. That's the What It Do With B. Lou background. This ain't What It Do With B. Lou. Well, it's always What It Do With B. Lou. I'm talking about. But specifically, this is the Script Talk Podcast, where we look through the scriptures for ways that we might become perfect in the sight of the Most High Yah, not in the sight of man. You know, because man will think you wrong for being firm. Man will think you wrong for for not allowing certain things, for not allowing people to use and abuse you or put certain things in your food and not eat in certain places and all that. Man, I think you wrong for that. Most High Yah, I think you righteous because you being obedient. Told Yah for that. So that feedback, that deadly feedback once again. Today we're going to be reading the book of Second Chronicles, starting at chapter 34. We hope to get all the way through chapter 36 in the time allotted to us, but we shall see. So we're gonna get right on in there. Let me get it shared up on my screen for those of you joining me virtually. For those of you on the other platforms, don't forget to go to the app and the Play Store and download Truth Music Radio. It's music with a Z, because the Z is for Zion. Don't you dare forget it. All right. This is Second Chronicles chapter 34. Josiah was 8 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned in Jerusalem 130 years, and he did that which was right. See, this is the thing about the kings over Yasharal. Most of them did what was not right in the sight of the Most High Yah, right? Of the creator of the Shemaim and their right. They did what was wrong in it. But here is one of the few kings that did what was right. Son, please stop. Stop it. Put it down. And he did what was right in the sight of the Most High, and walked in the ways of Daoud his father, and declined neither to the right hand nor to the left. I mean, he kept it straight, right? The straight way. For in the 8th year of his reign, while he was yet young, he began to seek after the mighty one of David, his father. And in his 12th year, he began to purge Yehuda and Jerusalem from the high places and groves and the carved images and the molten images. This is what you found. I mean, you will find, as I have found, when you read about all the great kings which did right in the sight of the Most High, and all of the great men in general, even all the way back to the judges, right? And if you think about it, you think about people like a Joshua or a Yeshua, right? Or a Mashiach, King David, um, uh, even the apostles. This was their characteristics: is that they purged the people, either physically or in the case of the apostles, they did it spiritually, they did it verbally, they spoke to the wickedness of the people, right? And that's the mark of one of the righteous between the people of the Most High, is that they cry out against the wickedness of the city, as we find in Ezekiel, when they placed the mark upon the heads of the people that was righteous in the city. They was righteous in the city because they didn't partake in the wickedness of the city, right? But the watchmen of the Most High Yah, the actual, I don't know what is going on. Okay, I know what the problem is. I know what the problem is. It's too close to the thing. There we go. It's a little better. Um, the the leaders, the righteous leaders of the people, always purged the people. They always went on the offensive, not the defensive, on the offensive against the wicked things amongst the people. And this is what happened to Josiah, right? Or Josiah, is that he purged Yehuda and Jerusalem from the high places and the groves and the carved images and the molten images. That means he went through and destroyed those things. All the unclean things, he got it out. So likewise today, the righteous among us, this have to be our mindset. Now, you know, this gonna be kind of controversial about the fact of I do believe there should be a portion of men in the nation that makes it physical. I'm just gonna be real with you. Some people got to be touched. Some people got to be made to be quiet, made to sit down, made to quit poisoning the people, made to 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 quit teaching people wrongly and in error. And it's got to be a group of men, a group of judges, a group of shafatim. You know what I'm saying? Shafits to do that type of work. But if nothing else, it should be verbal and spiritual. We ought to implore people to put down the wickedness. You know, we ought to rebuke in a harbor and admonish in a harbor, right? Open rebuke is better than secret love. But this has to be us. We have to be the ones that cry out against the wickedness of the city. And if we are not those, then we're going to be the ones without the mark of righteousness that get destroyed by the Malachim of death when they come through the city, right? 4. And they break down the altars of Balaam in his presence, and the images that were on high above them he cut down, and the groves, and the carved images, and the molten images he brake in pieces and made dust of them, and stowed it upon the graves of them that had sacrificed unto them. And he burnt the bones of the priests upon the altar. Hey, listen. Not only is he destroying images, right? But all of these things had people that ministered about these things, right? These people participating in these abominations, right? They got taught how to do the abominations by somebody. Who are the ministers of Balaam today, teaching the people wicked doctrines, teaching the people how to serve other gods? Not other gods, just gods in general. We don't have a god. We have a mighty power. We have a lure, right? Gods is German. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but he killing these priests, man, getting these priests killed and burnt. If you know about Torah, we burned accursed things. You know what I'm saying? You don't bury it and have a little thing for it. No, you burn it up to ashes, right? And get it out of there. So, and he burnt the bones of the priests upon their altars. That's what the Most High said he was going to do. He said he was going to slay the wicked people in front of their gods, in front of their deities, so that they could cry out to their deities to save them. Say, don't cry out to me. Cry out to your gods you've been worshiping. So as we see that judgment coming to pass here, where these priests are being slayed upon the altars of these gods, right? It said, and he burnt the bones of the priests upon their altars and cleansed Yehuda and Jerusalem. This how you cleanse it. This how you cleanse it. Because guess what? When you get rid of all these people teaching wrongly, teaching wickedly, leading the people astray, then what happens? Then you teach the people and lead the people aright. See, this is a sad truth about our people, is that a lot of us are sheep, you know. We sheep. We are in need of a shepherd. Now now Hamashiach has come to be our shepherd and to lead us and guide us, right? But oftentimes we use other men. Now he's instituted a system where other men, your brethren, who truly follow after him, right, should lead and guide others that don't know him and teach them his ways. But we have people that get in feigning that and teach them opposite ways, right? So the people don't really get their own personal understanding, their own personal knowledge. So they get put in a position to be led astray. They get put in a position to be lied to. I forgot where I was going with that. So we're gonna that's still true, but we're gonna continue on 6. And so did he in the cities of Manasseh and Ephraim and Simeon. This man is all up in northern kingdom cleaning stuff. You hear me? This is the king of Yehuda. Hold on. Hold on, wait. Well, no, because if he was in Jerusalem and Yehuda, how is this man cleaning northern kingdom? What is the king of northern kingdom at? Hold on. I gotta go back. I gotta make sure this is the king of Yehuda. Hold on. Hold on. Josiah was 8 years old. He began to reign. He reigned in Jerusalem. This is the king of Yehuda. Now, for those of you that don't know, the nation of Israel, Yasharal, was split into two and had two kings. Okay. One king was the king of Israel or king of Yasharal, and the other one was a king of Judah, king of Yehuda, right? So they had separate kings that did their own thing. I don't know how I don't know exactly what's going on here, but Josiah is cleaning his kingdom and he's going over into northern kingdom and cleaning it, right? A young a young man at that, right? Shout out to all the young lions out there, right? You know, the the Malkuth is in you. The kingdom is in you, right? Uh, and so did he in the cities of Manasseh and Ephraim and Simeon, even unto Naphtali, with their mattocks round about. I don't know what a mattock is, brothers and sisters. Let's find out real quick. Hey Siri, what is a mattock?
A mattock is a hand tool used for digging, prying, and chopping. Similar to the pickaxe, it has a long handle and a stout head which combines either a vertical axe blade with a horizontal adze, or a pick and an adze. Would you like to
Oh,
hear more?
oh, it said with their mattocks round about. I don't know if he took that tool and went and destroyed all of their images with. I don't know, 7. And when he had broken down the altars and groves and had beaten the graven images into powder and cut down all the idols throughout all the land of Yasharal, he returned to Jerusalem. Listen, man. Josiah's that dude, man. What is the king of Yasharal doing at this time? Sitting on his hands? Now, in the 18th year of his reign, when he had, you know what? I was wondering why too he had a short reign. We'll find out, I'm guessing. Now, in the 18th year of his reign, when he had purged the land and the house, he sent Shaphan, son of Azaliah, and Messiah, the governor of the city, and Joah, the son of Joahaz, the recorder, to repair the house of the Most High, his power. And when he came to Hilkiah, the high priest or the high Nabi, right? Because these are the only Nabis. We're not talking about priests of Baal and all that. They not Nabis. They wicked. They delivered the money that was brought into the house of the Most High, which the Levites had kept the the had gathered of the land of Manasseh and Ephraim, and of all the remnant of Yasharal and of Yehuda and of Benjamin, and they returned to Jerusalem. and they put it in the hand of the workmen that had oversight of the house of the Most High, and they gave it to the workmen that wrought in the house of the Most High to repair and amend the house. Even the artificers and builders gave they it to buy hewn stone and timber for couplings, and the floor and to the and to floor the houses which the kings of Yehuda had destroyed. See, not only does a righteous king or man of the Most High Yah, not only does he cry out against the wickedness of the city, not only does he destroy the graven images or certain mindsets, but he has to go back and rebuild. You gotta repair the breach. You gotta address what caused the wickedness, what caused the people to go astray. You gotta get to the root. See, a lot of people leaving things undone. You just want to know you the people. You want to know you the people. You want to dress up. You want to go to gatherings. But what about the breach? What about the holes in your heart? What about the trauma? What about the mindset that made you participate in these wicked things? See, a real leader, a real teacher is going to go in and address these things. He's going to repair the breach. Anybody who just teaching you the people, without teaching you salvation. I'm talking about a real road to salvation. Not, you know, believe in Jesus, believe in the Hamashiach and all this old stuff. What does that mean, man? What does that mean for me every day? What does that mean tomorrow when I go to work that I believe? What does that mean in my marriage? What does that mean in my friendship, in my sonship, in my daughtership, in my brotherhood, in my sisterhood? What does it mean to believe in Hamashiach? People don't people don't go this deep because people don't think this deep. So you have people with this mindset, with this old spiritual mindset of things, believing that they are right because they believe and because they stop doing certain things. But it's please believe, as we've seen on this podcast, as we've read in the text, it's much, 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 much more deeper than that. Oh,
Okay.
all right. Hold on, in case you missed it.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's read that again. Let's go back there. And they put in the hand of the workmen that had the oversight of the house of the Most High, and they gave it to the workmen that wrought in the house of the Most High to repair and amend the house. Even to the artificers and the builders gave they it to buy hewn stone and timber for couplings, and to floor the houses which the kings of Yehuda had destroyed. And the men did the work, uh, I'd say zealously instead of faithfully. Uh, and the overseers of them were Jahath and Obadiah, the Levites. We know the book of Obadiah. I think that's him. The sons of Merari and Zechariah. You got the book of Zechariah. And Meshulam of the sons of the Kohathites to set it forward. And other of the Levites, all that could skill of instruments of music. And they spelled music like music, for those of you in radio land. Also, they were over the bearers of burdens and were overseers of all that brought the work in any manner of service. And the Levites there were scribes and officers and porters. And when they brought out the money that was brought into the house of the Most High, Hilkiah the Nabi found. You know what? It's not Nabi. I'm so sorry. The Hebrew word for priest is not Nabi. That is the Hebrew for prophet. The Hebrew word for I know my brother when he hear me gonna be like, that's not it. The Hebrew word for priest is Kohan, right? The Hebrew word for more than one priest is Kohanim. right? So Hilkiah, the Kohan, found a book of the law of the Most High given by Moshe. Okay, let's get into some music real quick because you do know this is Truth Music Radio. That's music with a Z because the Z is for Zion. So let's see here. What do we got here? I'm in my wife playlist. It really ain't as live as mine. So let me go back to my playlist. You know what I'm saying? Let's give a shout out to our Eshawn Burgundy, man. You know what I'm saying? Eshawn Burgundy been getting it in. So this is Eshawn Burgundy for the love of money.
No, a wise man once said, you know what a wise man once said? He said all of this was just vanity. Everything. The things we chase, the things we spend out, everything. The things we chasing after, he said it's all vanity. Help me, Father God, just to focus on you, Lord. Yeah. No payment options in his life of promise. Holy scripture told the future before Nostradamus. And faith is the currency that keeps us out of bondage. Binge watching sound doctrine is how we make deposits. Witness when they recreate his image, drawn up composites. Change the color of his skin, the establishment is for profit. I used to want a chain, not for nothing, but to let the head of Jesus hang from it and be stylish. But doesn't it seem like somebody just said off with his head, like a symbol of defeat that we wear? Isn't it clear? Decapitation is to prove your opponent is dead. So what's our fascination with these golden souvenirs? None of us can identify the face of the Messiah. So we took the head of Caesar Borgia and severed hairs and wear it like a pendant, independent of fear, complete lack of conviction. Let the truth enter our ears. He said to never make an image, but we made an image. Turn the living God into a false idol and praised him with it. Ain't no Jesus piece around my neck. That piece will never reflect Yahushua HaMashiach, God's living word in the flesh. We are the image of God. Don't let the devil finesse you and paint a portrait of lies for you to take a picture next to. He can never bless you. Our treasure in earthen vessels. The treasure outside of us cannot compare on any level. When the dust settle and the smoke clear from the kettle, you will finally understand that hope you hear from the ghetto. How can the people so poor still smile and endure all this foul mistreatment, the violence taken by force? The last shall be first, from prophecy to the present. There's a monopoly on earth to acquire God's possession. You know why it's hard for a rich man to go to heaven? Because in his mind, he already there. That's the deception for the love of money. What price will you pay? What will you get? For the love of money. Or give in exchange for your soul. All the wealth you obtain won't mean nothing on that great day. Judgment's coming when you stand before God face to face. Tell me what words will you say when you squandered your life away? Hey, and you forsook His mercy and grace for man's love and praise, and all for the love of money. Your life is not a game, don't play with it. Time is almost up, don't waste it. For the love of money, for the love of money. Fame be acclaimed, don't chase it. The soul for the gold, don't trade it. For the love of money, for the love of money. There's only one treasure that will last forever. There's no love better. There's only one name that's worthy of praise, and only He can save.
There's only one name that's worthy of praise, and only He can say. So yeah, that was Echon Burgundy. One of the brethren out here pushing this truth, pushing this truth. All right, sorry y'all, I'm just fixing a couple things. Let's get right back. Let's get right back into it. Uh, it said they found the book of the law of the Most High given by Moshe. Verse 15. And Hilkiah answered and said to Shaphan the scribe, what is going on? I don't like this feedback. Hold on, y'all. Trying to get this thing together. I don't know what that is. Okay. All right. To Shaphan the scribe, I have found the book of the law in the house of the Most High, and Hilkiah delivered the book to Shaphan. And Shaphan carried the book to the king and brought the king. Nathan, please stop, son. This is a family show. Brought the and Shaphan carried the book of the king and brought to the king and brought the king word back again, saying, all that was committed to thy servants, they do it. And they have gathered together the money that was found in the house of the Most High and have delivered it into the hand of the overseers and to the hand of the workmen. And then Shaphan the scribe told the king, saying, Hilkiah the Kohan had given me a book. And Shaphan read it before the king. And it came to pass, when the king had heard the words of the law, that he rent his clothes. You know why he rent his clothes? Because they had been in error. Okay? They in the land, they know the language, and they were still off. Because they had not been going according to the book. I don't know why in all this time ain't nobody thought to go find the book. I'm confused as to that part. Oh wow. That stopped the feedback right there, didn't it? You want me to carry the thing? Oh, no, I'm trying to. Okay, whatever. They had been doing it wrongly, and when he realized they had been doing wrong and being, in error, it put the king in grief. When you tear your clothes, that's a sign of grief, shame, and all that, right? So it said, when the king heard the words of the law, that he rent his clothes. And the king commanded Hilkiah and Achim, the son of Shaphan, and Abdon, the son of Micah, right? The book of Micah. I think it's the book of Micah. And Shaphan the scribe. And Asaiah, a servant of the king, saying, go, inquire of the Most High for me, and for them that are left in Yasharal and in Yehuda concerning the words of the book that is found. For great is the wrath of the Most High that is poured out upon us, because our fathers have not kept the word of the Most High, to do after all that is written in this book. So he took it from them. For all that time, I don't know how long it's been, but they hadn't been doing right. And this itself shows you that it's levels to this thing. The Ruach and truth. The Ruach and truth. I really want to know what in the world is going on. Wow. Fathers have not kept the word of the Most High to do after all that is written in this book. And Hilkiah and they that the king had appointed went to Huldah, the prophetess, or the I don't know the Hebrew for prophetess, Nabi, Nabites. I don't know. Let's just leave it at prophetess. Prophetess, the wife of Shulam, the son of Tikva, the wife of Shulam, the son of Tikva. I keep telling y'all about these quote unquote great women in scripture. They all connected to men, by the way. They not. It ain't no solo. Ain't no solo women out here. Okay, even if they are single, they have an elder, they have a priest, they have somebody that they connected to that they get discipline and understanding from. I'm just saying. I like to be proven wrong. If you got somebody who was out here solo dolo, being great in the eyes of the Most High Yah, let me see him. The son of Hazra, keeper of the wardrobe. Now she dwelt in Jerusalem in the college, and they spake to her to that effect. And she answered them, Thus saith the Most High power of Yasharal, Tell ye the man that sent you to me. Thus saith the Most High, Behold, I will bring evil upon this place and upon the inhabitants thereof, even all the curses that are written in the book, which they have read before the king of Yehudah, because they have forsaken me and have burned incense unto other powers, that they might provoke me to anger with all the works of their hands. Therefore, my wrath shall be poured out upon this place and shall not be quenched. And as for the king of Yehudah, who sent you to inquire of the Most High, so shall ye say unto him, Thus saith the Most High power of Yasharal concerning the words which thou hast heard, because thine heart was tender. Hey, listen. Everybody else finna get punished. Everybody else that was with the wickedness, they finna get punished. But listen, the Most High is a righteous judge, right? Because thine heart was tender, and thou didst humble thyself before thy power. When thou heardest his words against this place and against the inhabitants thereof, and humbledest thyself before me, and didst rend thy clothes and weep before me, the grief, it should grieve you. Does the wickedness of the city grieve you, brothers and sisters? I have heard thee also, saith the Most High. Behold, I will gather thee to thy fathers, and thou shalt be gathered to thy grave in peace. Neither shall thine eyes see all the evil that I will bring. That's why he lived a short reign. The Most High took him early so he wouldn't have to see the wickedness, the judgment that was going to come upon the land of the people. Who thinks like that? Who thinks that, it said he came to reign at 8 and he ruled for 31 years. That means he died about 39 years old. Who would think in their mind that that was a positive thing? Man, died at 39? What did he do wrong? What did he do wrong, right? Most High said, Neither shall thine eyes see all the evil that I will bring. Now, that's another thing. The evil that I will bring. Is some people say the Most High don't bring no evil. He don't do no. He does bring evil, right? But he don't do it of his own will, right? He do it by decrees that if you do this, this is what you're going to get. I said it and I meant it, and I'm gonna give it to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't the fact that he just want to do it. It's the fact that the people did what that gets them. You know, if you don't do the wickedness, you don't get the evil. You're gonna get the good. You're gonna get the tool. But the key thing here to take away is that it's a judgment coming down, and the wicked people getting punished, and the righteous people getting saved out of it. Right? Ain't no need to flee and run to different countries. Ain't no need to, dig a hole in the ground and live till it's all over, or to climb up on a mountain and live till it's all over. He gonna be saved out of it. Told I, yeah, right. Neither shall thine eyes see all the evil that I will bring upon this place and upon the inhabitants of the same. So they brought the king word again, and the king sent and gathered together all the elders of Yehuda and Jerusalem. And the king went up. I'm still wondering, what is this king of Yasharal at? And the king went up into the house of the Most High, and all the men of Yehuda and the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and the Nabi, and the Kohanim, and the Levites, and all the people, great and small. And he read in their ears all the words of the book of the covenant that was found in the house of the Most High. And the king stood in his place and made a covenant before the Most High to walk after the Most High, and to keep his commandments and his testimony and his statutes with all his heart and with all his soul, to perform the words of the covenant which are written in this book. And he caused all that was present in Jerusalem and Benjamin to stand to it. And the inhabitants of Jerusalem did according to the covenant of their power, the of the mighty one of their arbors. And Josiah took away all the inhabitants out of all the countries that pertained, and Josiah took away he took away all the abominations, out of all the countries that pertain to the children of Yasharal, and made all that were present in Yasharal to serve, even to serve the Most High their power. In all his days they departed not from the following of the Most High, the mighty one of their arbors. He was a firm hand. It said he made all. He made with no free will. See, a lot of people run from these other countries because they have kings, they have people, they have governments that require them and restrict them from doing certain things. So they leave from these places and come to America, where they can be willy-nilly with their sex, with their mindsets, with their idolatries and all that. In these other countries, you can't do that. So America has been a place where you could get out of stuff like that. Just like this, right? Josiah is saying, you gonna be here, you gonna serve the Most High. You're not finna do this wickedness. You're not finna be doing all these lewd acts and all this stuff. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna get you out of here. So that's the equivalent of today. People say, "Well, I'm going to America. Then I ain't gonna do with all that. I want to be free. I want to be a wild ass, snuffing up the wind at my leisure." And that's what we see. That's what we see. But we see a righteous man on the throne and in power. Okay, that's the key. Okay, for all you people just saying, see, you ought to listen to me. Don't be a wild ass. They should listen to you if you are a righteous man approved of the Most High Yah. Of course, of course. Hell, I'll listen. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, now we are in chapter 35, but let's get into another song real quick, because this is Truth Music Radio, music with a Z, because the Z is for Zion. Uh, here go another song. I usually don't play these kind of songs because um this guy is signed, I'm sure, to some label. But I really like this song. So this is KB Armies.
Yeah. Danger, giants, battle is my story. But alone, I won't know. That's my glory. Shadows, you cannot hide me. My king will fight. The God of angel armies is always by my side. Gotta, gotta, I gotta. Tell me who gon' come for me. Greater is the one who you come see. Bring the war, gotta. I gotta. Who run it, almighty, who want it, yeah. Life ain't been the same since death died. Wanted by a landslide. Hallelujah to the flex, my. That power made a point, next slide. Yeah. Reppin' this side. Shoes ain't Gucci, I just keep my foot on reptiles. Yeah. Coming for my neck now. When the game about to end, you expect fouls. Oh, vanity, Satan try to cancel me. I don't feel your plan for me. I just made a canopy. When you come to handle me, there's another hand on me. Even when they all abandon me, I got the destiny, I see no enemy. Gotta, I gotta. Tell me who gon' come for me. Greater is the one who you come see. Bring the war, gotta. I gotta. Who run it, almighty, who want it, yeah. Still in the sun when it's all shake, yeah. Say who you want, boy, it's all gang. I pick the side like it's the entree. Ain't nobody like him, man, I gotta like him. Every kind of rival, got him by the bridle, put it on the Bible. I'm an autopilot, oh God. Shadow of the Almighty, before me and behind me. Your war is for me forever. Hey. I know who goes. I know who stands. Almighty, Elijah, in there. Bring the war, He is a friend of mine. No rival, no vice. My God is angel army. Tell me who gon' come for me. Army. Who run it, almighty, who want it, yeah.
That's right. Got an army. Nathan, what are you doing? What are you doing, son? Daddy's in the vineyard. All right, let's get back on into this thing, man. Brethren, this is the book of Second Chronicles, chapter 35. We on good time. We on pretty decent time. We might not get to 36. The brother been doing a lot of talking. All right, the second book of Chronicles. Uh, Moreover, Josiah kept a Passover unto the Most High in Jerusalem, and they killed the Passover on the 14th day of the first month. Right? Um, I want to kind of go into that because how do you know when it's the start of a month is the question, right? If you look up what is a new moon in the Bible, Just in your own personal time, just go look up what is a new moon in the Bible, right? And if it tells you something, something crazy like the new moon is the beginning, and even crazier that it's the beginning of the month, then that 14th day was the 14th day from the beginning of the month. That might be kind of crazy. I'm just saying you really can't do that on a Gregorian calendar. But and he set the priests and their charges and encouraged them to the service of the house of the Most High, and said unto the Levites that taught in all Yasharal, which were Kodash unto the Most High, put the Kodash ark in the house which. Hold on, 1 second. Okay, there we go. Put the Kodash ark in the house which Solomon, son of Daoud, king of Yasharal, did build, and shall not be a burden upon your shoulders. Serve now the Most High, your power, and his people, Yasharal, and prepare yourselves by the house of your fathers after your courses, according to the writing of Daoud, king of Yasharal, and according to the writing of Solomon his son, and stand in the Kodash place according to the divisions of the families of the fathers of your brethren the people, and after the division of the families of the Levites. So kill the Passover and sanctify yourselves and prepare your brethren that they may do according to the word of the Most High by the hand of Moshe. And Josiah gave to the people of the flock lambs and kids, all for the Passover offerings, for all that were present, to the number of 30,000 and 3,000 bullocks. These were of the king's substance. I don't know about you. That's a lot of killing. I'm just, hey, listen, man. 30,000 and 33,000 bullocks. Okay? 33,000. Ooh. And his princes gave willingly unto the people, to the Kohanim, and to the Levites. Hilkiah and Zechariah and Jael, rulers of the house of the Most High, gave unto the Kohanim for the Passover offerings 2,600 small cattle and 600 oxen. No, and 300 oxen. Sorry. Conaniah also, and Shemaiah and Nathaniel, Nathanael probably, his brethren, and Hashabiah, and Jael, and Jehozabad, chief of the Levites, gave unto the Levites for Passover offerings 5,000 small cattle, 500 oxen. So the service was prepared, and the Kohanim stood in their place, and the Levites in their courses, according to the king's commandment. And they killed the Passover, and the Kohanim sprinkled the blood from their hands, and the Levites flayed them. This is the thing about this stuff, man. Regular people didn't kill the Passover. It's not regular people. These are taught men, raised up men who are a part of a system. You see how he speaks about how this person teach this person under this person and line up over here and be over there. This is a whole system that is set up for this stuff to be done. And he's not going off of his own mind. This is written in the book that this is how this thing, he's not coming up with this stuff on his own. This is the order set forth in the book of how it ought to be done. And here today, we got random Joe Blow that got a lamb, decide he want to slit his throat like it's the Passover. Now, it's one thing to be eating the lamb because you're hungry, or it's a feast, or just a regular gathering of the brethren. This is how you do it. But when you say you keeping the Passover, this is how they kept the Passover. I don't know what people is doing, willy nilly, but what people doing today and what that is. So that's what I'm saying about we can't do it. We could bring things into remembrance. We could go and read these stories and things like that. But I mean, you run the risk of going to the right or to the left, right? We see where it speaks about people not going to the right or to the left. They went straight. That means they didn't add, they didn't take away. They did exactly what the text said. And here we got people adding and certainly taking away. Because if you ain't got the Levitical priesthood, guess what you did? You took them out of the story. Now I ain't got no Levite. I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then it's like, how could you be practicing and you ain't got them? How could you be practicing and you ain't got all these other animals? You ain't raising it up in your house. You ain't, feeding it choice foods for a year. You're not doing like it's not. It's just crazy. Some people are. Some people doing it more contextual than others. You know what I'm saying? Like me, in my ignorance, I just went and bought some lamb from the store and threw it on the grill. You know what I'm saying? True enough, it came out tasty and all that, but it was definitely not in the context of what I'm reading here, right? It's not in the context at all of what I'm reading here. So, it's nowhere close. Me cooking on my grill in the backyard is not this. It's not even close to this for me to act like I'm practicing for this. It's not. You got to hear that goat. I mean, you got to hear that lamb scream when you cut his throat. You know what I'm saying? Gotta, you know what I'm talking about? You ain't hear that? And you ran that knife across his throat? How you practicing? I'm just saying. How you doing it? But anyway, I'm not gonna go on. I'm just saying it's a teachable moment. 12. And they removed the burnt offerings that they might give according to the divisions of the families of the people to offer unto the Most High. As it is written, the book of Moshe, and so they did. So here we have in the land, the people, the regular people didn't even kill it. It got killed by the priest, and the priest turned around and gave that food to the people. And so did they with their oxen. And they roasted the Passover with fire. Now, apparently, they cooked their own lamb. Apparently, they cooked their own lamb, but they didn't. They definitely didn't slay it. And they roasted the Passover with fire according to the ordinance. But the other Kodash offerings sawed they in pots and in cauldrons and in pans, and divided them speedily among the people. So they ate it. Okay, all these people talking about no meat and all this stuff. They was eating some meat. They ate some meat that day. I don't know if they ate meat all week or all year. They ate it that day. And afterward they made ready for themselves and for the Kohanim, because the Kohanim, the sons of Aaron, were busied in offering of burnt offerings and the fat until night. Therefore, the Levites prepared for themselves and for the Nabi, the Kohanim. I don't know why I always want to call these people Nabi. The Kohanim, the sons of Aaron. And the singles and the sons of Asaph were in their place according to the commandment of David and Asaph and Heman and Judathun, the king's seer, And the porters waited at every gate. They might not depart from their service, for their brethren, the Levites, prepared for them. So all the service of the Most High was prepared the same day to keep the Passover and to burnt offerings upon the altar. Now listen, this is another thing. This is a whole feast of all the inhabitants of Yasharal, right? This is happening at night. You mean to tell me it's a dark moon? I'm just saying. I know my brother probably when my brother hear this, he gonna be going crazy. Listen, you mean to tell me they doing all this on a dark moon? For those of you that's not understanding the context of what I'm saying, I spoke earlier about the beginning of a month, right? Being with the new moon. So the new moon deal, there are different doctrines about what phase of the moon the new moon is, right? You got some know what? To my people on Facebook and YouTube, I've been muted this whole time. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. But it is what it is because I'm streaming in multiple places. But people on the radio heard me. That's why you got to get your truth music out. Music with a Z because Z is for Zion. But let's get into another song real quick before I get into the final chapter. My Aunt John boy, Not the Same, featuring Nakia Brown. I got the pee in there, boy.
I was drowning in this ocean pool we call life, not knowing that the Torah would be more than a life jacket. They granted me with a sense of purpose, focus on the wrong move, but the Torah got a brew walking on surface. So I jumped back in the boat, back to the mission.
Hey y'all, hold on for a second. Apparently, I'm not streaming. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Hold on, man. What the hell? Hey man, I'm finna cut the broadcast, y'all.